All right, our first problem today is actually one that we did yesterday, so this is review. So how do I read this problem? 2 divided by 1/10. So I want you to think about this problem like we already know how many tenths. 2 divided by 1/10 is how many tenths? We know it's 20 tenths. But let me show you why that is and how we get that answer. So I want you to rewrite this problem as a fraction. And when I do that, I get 2 over 1/10. Remember, those are the same. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at 1/10, and 1/10, how many tenths are in one whole, because I want to find something that's the equivalent to 1. It's like finding an equivalent fraction. And that would be 10 over 10. 10 tenths makes one whole. And 10 divided by 10 is the same as 1. So what I'm doing is just multiplying by that 1/10 because I want to get rid of that decimal, basically. So 2 times 10 is 20, and 1/10 times 10 is 1 whole. So now what I've done is found an equivalent fraction. 2 over 1/10 is the same as 20 over 1. And what is 20 divided by 1? 20 divided by 1 is just 20. So this is why this works. This is how we get this problem. So we're thinking about basically just finding equivalent fractions today. Okay, here's your second problem. 2 divided by 2/10. So this is where this is a little bit different than what we've done up to this point. So go ahead and solve this problem. The first thing we're going to do is rewrite it as a fraction. 2 divided by 2/10, 2 over 2/10. And I want to get rid of that decimal. So the way that I'm going to do that is by thinking about how many tenths are in one whole, because I want to multiply it by 1. And there are 10 tenths in a whole. So when I multiply that denominator by 10, I'm getting rid of that decimal, and I just need to do the same thing to the top. So 2 times 10 is 20, and 2/10 times 10 is 2 wholes. So now my problem is 20 divided by 2. And 20 divided by 2 is 10. Okay. Here's the last one for the first problem. 2 and 4/10 divided by 2/10. First thing you need to do is rewrite it as a fraction. And when I do that, I get 2 and 4/10 over 2/10. And remember, I want to get rid of that decimal to help me solve that problem. So I see that tenths is my place that my number is in, and so I'm going to multiply that by the number of tenths that are in a whole. And there are 10 tenths in a whole, so I'm doing 10 over 10, which is the same as 1. So when I do 2.4 times 10, I get 24. And when I do 2/10 times 10, I get 2. It gets rid of the decimal in both places. So I'm moving that over 1, moving that over 1. And then I get 24 divided by 2. And 24 divided by 2 is 12. And that's how I solve these problems.